Hello students, today I'll take up a small topic, that is difference between elements and compounds. So in the previous chapter we have learnt about the classification of pure substances into elements and compounds, and you learnt, I have told you about the examples of elements and compounds, and also elements can be further classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids, isn't it? The classification of pure substances and into elements and compounds, and again elements are further classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. So this was explained in the previous session. In today's session we will differentiate between what? Elements and compounds. Let's see how we can differentiate between elements and compounds. Now elements can be differed or differentiated from that of compounds like this. You yourself can list out some of the differences. First thing, elements cannot be further divided into simpler substances, isn't it? This cannot be further divided, cannot be divided further into simpler particles, simpler substances or simpler particles we can say. What do we mean by that? You know that if I take iron nail, okay, iron, or you take sulfur powder yellow color, you try to break it, or if you heat it or chemically treat it, can we make iron into some other two or three different particles? Do you get different particles, different atoms when you decompose this or heat it, or can we break iron into some other simpler substances? No, it cannot be broken down or it cannot be divided further, because elements are the simplest indivisible substances. They cannot be further divided into any other particles. So elements are the simplest forms, or that's why they cannot be divided further into much simpler particles. Whereas compounds, you know that, for example, sodium chloride, or it may be ferrous sulfide, anything, ferrous sulfate can be decomposed, can be heated, or can be treated chemically, or electricity can be passed through it to divide them. So they can be divided, because you know that compounds are made up of two or more elements combined with each other, and they can be a metal combined with a non-metal, a metal combined with another metal, isn't it? It should be mostly it is metal combined with a non-metal to form a compound. So this can be divided, compounds can be divided, it can be non-metal and a non-metal also. We'll go in detail further. Compounds are made up of combination of two or more elements combined in a fixed proportion. If you remember, we spoke about the examples like water, H2O is made up of what? 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. It may be copper sulfate, copper, sulfur and oxygen are combining to form copper sulfate. It may be sodium chloride, sodium and chlorine. So this can be divided further into simpler substances, Now another differentiating point between elements and compounds are that how can we separate compounds? So here though we cannot separate. If we can separate or divide, not separate, can divide the compound into simpler substance, how can we do that? By chemical treatment or by electrolysis, chemical treatment or by electrolysis or electrochemical, you can say both, electrochemical process, electrochemical processing or electrochemical method, I can say. So, we can divide a compound further into simpler substances, which is nothing but into elements. You know that compounds are made up of elements. So, we can divide compounds into elements by chemical or electrolytic methods, even by heating. Chemical methods like it may be making it react with some other chemical, or it may be by just heating the compound can decompose to form the constituent elements, or just by passing electricity through this compound we can get elements which they are made up of, constituent elements which they are made up of. So, this and one more example, I mean one more difference is the examples of elements and compounds. What are the examples of elements and compounds? We have already studied about the examples of elements and compounds. They are copper, iron, aluminium, sulfur, chlorine, hydrogen, isn't it? Bromine. So, now here among the elements can be further, one more example, I mean one more differentiating point I will be telling based on this. Now, this is the example of element. Compounds examples are sodium chloride, water, distilled water, etc. Okay. Now, this element can be further divided into what? Metals, non-metals and metalloids, right. So, in the next point, differentiating point is it can be further classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids, whereas compounds cannot be, is not. Elements can be classified into either metals, non-metals and metalloids, right. So, elements can be further classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids, whereas compound cannot be further classified. Compounds cannot be further classified. So, these are the differences between elements and compounds that we can list. So, that is today's session all about. We listed out the difference between elements and compounds. The first difference is that element is made up, cannot be further divided into simpler substances because they are themselves the most simplest indivisible forms, that is indivisible particles, whereas compounds are made up of two or more elements which are chemically combined. They can be further divided by methods like chemical treatment, thermal decomposition or by passing electricity. Examples of elements are copper, iron, aluminium, sulfur, chlorine, bromine, silicon, etc. Examples of compounds are sodium chloride, water, carbon dioxide, etc., copper sulfate, etc. And another differentiating point, the last differentiating point is that elements can be further divided into metals, non-metals and metalloids, whereas compounds cannot be further classified. I am sorry, not divided. Elements can be further classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids, whereas compounds cannot be further classified. So, thank you for the session. Next week or the next session we will meet up with the next interesting topic. Thank you.